29th annual already. The 29th annual Guide Dog Ride is going to be taking place Sunday, September 10th. And to speak about this amazing event, on the far end we've got Scott Faris, Guide Dog Ride organizer. You're also with Canadian Motorcycle Cruisers. Does your machine here have a name? Have you named it?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
This is the gold one.
Just checking, right? Because Tina Bernier, who's a puppy trainer with Canadian Guide Dogs for the Blind, well, you brought a friend, and this friend has a name.
Yes, he does. This is Everest.
Everest.
Good.
How are you, Everest?
And he's an 8-month-old black lab that we're puppy walking, so he lives with my family, myself and my family.
He's only 8 months old?
He's only 8 months old.
He looks fully grown.
Yeah.
Is he fully grown?
Pretty close. Pretty close.
You're a big fella. Happy, friendly fella. Scott, so Canadian Motorcycle Cruisers, great organization nationwide?
Nationwide. There's a chapter in Ottawa. There's one in the Valley, and there's a few others around local, and it goes nation to nation. They have annual meet places.
Okay, the charity motorcycle ride in support of Canadian Guide Dogs for the Blind, like I said, taking place September 10th. You guys are a big part of this. A big part of this ride.
Yes.
How many riders do you have coming out on that day from your organization?
From ours? Oh gosh.
Yeah, a lot, right?
It's going to be a lot, yeah.
Which is incredible.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are.
Who can participate in this Guide Dog ride?
Anybody with a motorcycle or a passenger on a motorcycle.
Okay.
Any brand. It's not brand specific or anything like this here, and it doesn't have to be a member of the CMC. Canadian. That's our acronym.
What if you have a unicycle and you want to perform? Like, can you bike?
It's not motorized. You will make the 180 kilometer trip with a unicycle.
So Tina, tell us about the day then. So this is taking place, he's very relaxed, at your headquarters in Manotick.
Yes, actually, you probably know a bit more about the
sure.
details of
All right,
the
Scott,
day specifically.
Can you tell us more about the day, what exactly happens?
Okay, most of the organizers will show up around 8 o'clock and we'll start setting up. Registration starts at 9 in the morning, September 10th. And registration is between 9 and 10. And then pretty much after you're registered, you hit the road, and you would follow a sign along the road. We'd have them posted at strategic locations.
Okay.
And it would lead you to a guide dice stop, where you would roll a dice and we just keep track of your dice card.
Okay.
And at 2 o'clock, all riders should be back on time to turn in their dice cards so we can award prizes and such.
Okay. And you probably have a lot of those signs because, am I reading this correctly? 180 kilometers is the route?
Yes.
That's a pretty decent ride.
Yep, 2 hours, but motorcycle people, it'll be more like 3.5 because we're quite social and we have to stop at Timmy's and such. And
yeah, it's good to be social.
You need to talk.
And how much money does it cost to register for this?
We have a pre-registration at on the Guide Dog site, and it's $25 to register. And if you wait till the day of the ride, it's $30.
Okay. So Tina, I have to ask you, all the proceeds obviously going towards Canadian Guide Dogs for the Blind.
Yep.
What does this money help exactly?
It helps a lot of things. It doesn't cost a client to pay for the dog once they're matched with somebody, and that's anywhere across Canada. So, the training of dogs in general is very expensive, the food, the vet care, and up until they're about 2.5 years old. I think I'm going to give them a treat.
No treats today.
Yeah,
I shouldn't even be saying that word, right? That word's a trigger.
Yeah, he knows that,
saying that word. Okay.
Good. So, just running of the organization and the kennels and
So obviously the money is well spent.
Absolutely, because it relies completely on the fundraising and the donations to run as a nonprofit.
So Scott, why did your club decide to choose Canadian Guide Dogs for the Blind to help out?
Well, back in '88, 29 years ago, I'm not sure the club that started it or who all started it, but they wanted to do a charity. The Guide Dog School was new, and they just picked it up as a charity, and it ran steadily through different other clubs, the VOC, Virago Owners Club, and then they turned it over to the Ottawa River Riders, and that's where I got involved with the ride. And I became president of the club there, and I ran the thing, and then when our club folded, because we're just not enough members. CMC was willing enough to allow us to help us out and carry it on.
Okay.
So this is the first year that the CMC is fully helping us out.
Oh, good.
So myself and Dave Green from the Ottawa River Riders, we're organizing it.
Okay. Do you know of any participants within your organization that are affected by Canadian Guide Dogs for the Blind?
No.
No, you don't?
None, no.
Okay.
We just,
That's a good
it's
thing.
just a worthy charity, and the money that we do raise is used directly. It's not into the administration or anything like that. They're like some other charities, so
Okay.
we just want to help as big as bang for the buck.
That's great. So Tina, how long does it take? So you say that so he's 8 months old.
Yeah.
And he's relaxed here on daytime television.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah, he's pretty tired.
How long does it take to get him all trained up and ready for
Well, puppies are placed usually around 8 or 9 weeks old with family. And so he lives with my family, myself, until he's about a year and a half, between a year and a half and 2 years old. And he'll go into the institute and live full time for about 6 months in the kennels, and the trainers will work with him there. So they're usually about 2.5 years old by the time they're fully finished their training and move on to actually be matched with the client. So.
Is it a specific type of dog that you train?
You know, it's a good majority is labs. You know, yellow, black, and retrievers. There are some poodles, a few German shepherds in the span of years, but generally this temperament of this type of dog is just very well suited to the work that they need to do. Yeah,
very happy
they're very
fella.
eager to please.
That's good.
Pretty sociable and
Yeah.
pretty laid back most of the time.
So Scott, the details one more time. How can people sign up for this amazing ride?
You can go to the guidedog.ca and pre-register that way, or you can also go to our Facebook page, Guide Dog. Sorry,
That's okay.
Guide Dog Dice Ride on Facebook, and you can follow the links to register through that way also.
All right, Sunday, September 10th, it's all taking place. And yes, like you said, details at the Guide Dogs website. Thank you very much, Scott, Tina, and thank you, Everest.
Thank you.
Knows his name. It's going to be a lot of fun. We have more daytime coming up on Rogers TV. How about this? We have a pediatric sleep consultant, Kim Davis, and her baby box next.